people, you know what it is and you know what it sounds like. NBA, picking with Pop. Let's go.
Yeah, great fire.
When the winner chicken, then the money line clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one popovism. Cooper Gray got the fire badge lit up. Hit the band line in the air, throwing signals. When the winner chicken, then the money line clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one popovism. Cooper Gray got the fire badge lit up. Hit the band lines in the air, throwing signals.
1,000 on the table, 100,000 in the bank account. Trying to get rich. Who else in the building? Trying to break the house. What up, my guy? You know what it is. NBA picking with Pop back for another edition. And as we always do around this time, we're going to give a quick recap. Yesterday, 11 games on the slate. Told y'all there's nowhere to go but up. So we did good yesterday. I wish I could have did better. So that's why I say it with a little less enthusiasm. But 11 games on the slate. We only went 6-5, so that's not great. It's only one above 500. But the reason why it's great is because the 6 plays that I gave out, we went 5-1. The only bad side is the play of the day, which was the Oklahoma City Thunder. They didn't cover the spread, but the other 5 locks that we gave out, we hit. And we'll recap that real quick. We gave out Cleveland, they smashed. We gave out Philly, they smashed. We gave out Utah, that was a squeaker because it went to overtime after they was up big. We gave out the Golden State Warriors, they spanked. And we gave out the Portland Trail Blazers over the Lakers. The games that we should have went the other way was the Boston game. The day before, I didn't think they was gonna go 0-3. And yesterday, I'm like, are they going to go 0-4? But I thought Jaylen Brown was going to be out. And he ended up playing. Little roster manipulation, if you will, as far as RotoWire and questionable, not questionable. He ended up playing because if you seen the show yesterday, I'm like, where are they going to get their scoring from? And even though he only scored 15, still a rotational player, one of their best players, and whatnot. So Pelicans end up losing. We also gave out Houston. That was a good play. Minnesota, they was looking good for a little minute without Anthony Edwards, but ultimately that was too much to go against a team like Denver. And the reason why I'm not really mad at that pick, I didn't bet on that game, is because with Denver and Minnesota, I talked about that last night on the live. Would have loved to see Lil Wayne in there. Would have loved to see Lil Wayne, Mystical, you know what I mean? But it ain't no cash money without Lil Wayne. That's a side note. This NBA show, but I did talk about that last night on my Monday Night Live, my birthday live. Where I was at, Minnesota has dominated Denver, so I wanted to see Denver win first before we jump on them. Plus, playing at Minnesota, giving 6.5, that's a lot of points. The only other game, Toronto, that was a bad play. Spurs is going to be probably a great team this year. Still missing Sharon and still missing Darian Fox. Last game, Atlanta Falcons. I think they're going to be good too, but for right now, they are who we thought they were, and we're not letting them off the hook. All right. With that being said, quick recap. Let's give my record real quick. Recap of my record because I like to be transparent. Overall, it's been 53 games, and I tag JaY Briggs every day. Shout outs to JaY Briggs and Pick Dogs. He's the professional. I'm not. Last year I did this. This year I'm doing it again. I probably won't be tagging them after this year. I'm just fucking around and having fun. But out of 53 games, my record is 20-33. His record is 20-33. As far as the play of the day, I'm 1-6. I dropped 4 in a row. He's 3-4, so he's winning on that. And as far as the locks, I don't think he really do no locks. But as far as the locks, not from Yonkers, I'm 6-11 because we went 5-1 yesterday. With that being said, it's a small call. We're gonna get right to it. First game up, we got Philadelphia out on the road at the Washington Wizards. Washington getting 4.5. I like Philly. There ain't no real rhyme or reason. Obviously, I think they're the better team. Joel Embiid gonna play today. He don't play in back-to-backs. He's still, just like last year. Nothing's really changed. I like VJ Edgecombe looking good. 4th pick last year or number 7 pick, or whatever he fell at. Definitely showing promise for them. They play with pace. Washington, on the other hand, they got C.J. McCollum. They got, Chris Middleton for this. I think this is full year. I don't know if that's enough. They got a couple of young players, young draft picks. Will they be able to stop Philly at home? I don't think so. If they do, will I be surprised? But nah, I'm going with Philly minus the 4.5. Next game up, we got Charlotte Hornet out on the road at Miami. Miami giving 5.5. Two interesting teams. Miami coming off beating my New York Knicks. I did give the Knicks out on the channel, but I was like, on the channel, I said, totally won't be surprised if Miami win. This is a division rival. They've been dogfight games for years with the Knicks, and Miami also ultimately won. Charlotte, on the other hand, it was down big by Washington. I had Washington that game, and then they end up coming back in the second half and outscoring them 139-19. I mean, like, they blew them the fuck out. When I read the CBS Sports app, which I do, as I always say on the channel, before I come on and just give out picks, I do studying. Sometimes it helps. Sometimes that shit don't mean nothing. But anyway, when you read the sports app, you see Melo and some other teammates. They told the coaches not to come in at the half. This is only was game 2. And they talked about it. It was talking about we don't want to be taking it light or whatever. And they came out and they won. But you was down in the first place, right? I get it. It was Washington opening night, and Washington also beat them 5 straight. I kind of like Miami tonight, but I'm still not really sold on them either. So this is, for right now, I think this is an evenly matched team. Miami might look at me and be like, nigga, we slightly better. These niggas never been good, right? And they would be right. But as of right now, 5.5 points on the road. Miami don't really play that great at home as far as ATS, especially last year. They was losing a lot of games that they should have been winning last year at home, the bum teams. So for that, I mean, I ain't really in love with this game, but for sake of picking the game, I'm going to go with Charlotte. Now, next game up, we got my team, the New York Knicks, out on the road at the Bucks. And y'all know what I'm about to do. It's New York in the house. It's Brooklyn in the house. Uptown in the house. Like, rest in peace, ODB and Wu-Tang. Love the kids, right? My New York Knicks on the road coming off the loss to Miami, and the Bucks coming off the loss to Cleveland, even though Knicks beat the hell out of Cleveland. So prior to when you go back and look at the history, is also part of my study, and Knicks have won 5 straight. Prior to that, the Bucks have won 9 straight. Then I think it's back and forth, and then the Bucks have, dominated the series as of last few years. They got Giannis, who is arguably one of the best players in the whole NBA, if not the best. Some may have Joker, some may have SGA now and shit like that, but Giannis is definitely one of those guys, right? He is him. Slight little injuries when you look at RotoWire, which I'm doing right now. Kevin Porter's still out. Kuzma is game time decision, roster manipulation. Knicks, on the other hand, Karl Anthony Towns, a little shaky, a little nervous, a little shaky, a little nervous. Every day starting to look like LeBron day-to-day James on the injury report every single day. So you don't know if they're going to play. You don't know if they're not going to play. When should you put your bets in? If you love the lines at nighttime, you can put your bets in or early in the morning. But for me, I like to wait till the very last minute because you need to look at RotoWire and see who's playing. I get it. The lines is adjusted already. They already know who's playing, or if a person is out, it may go down 1, it may go up a half. Vegas shit. But ultimately, the longer you wait, unless you like the line that they're giving you early and you're doing a 1 pick, obviously you're doing parlay, shit change. For example, we about to get to the game. The Clippers game yesterday, Golden State was favored 1.5. Now they're getting, I think, 3 or 1.5. But anyway, far as back to the Bucks game, I think right now the Knicks are the better team. I won't be surprised if Giannis come out and have a dominant game. They all home. Definitely not going to be surprised coming back in here tomorrow like that. I knew the Bucks probably was going to win. I told you I really bet on the Knicks because when I bet with them, I lose. When I bet against them, I lose. I'm fucked either way. So I stay away from my New York Knicks. Next game up, we got Sacramento Kings out on the road at OKC. OKC is giving 10, well, 9.5 now. Again, we're looking at CBS Sports app. And it's 5:35. A late start today. Had a lot of shit to do, and I will be back to work tomorrow. Yes. Got cleared to go back to work for my doctor. Yeah, kid, that feeling. That's that feeling when you cleared. Anyway, so the spread now is 9.5. OKC are on a back-to-back. They are 4-0. One of the few teams that's undefeated still in this early season. Didn't cover yesterday. I had a 6-pick. That six pick that I gave out, I put $100 on it, so they fucked me over for 49.76, something like that. I think depending on the odds, most 6 picks for $100 minus 110 is 48.41. Yeah, 48 for 4,841. Mine was like 49, and they fucked me over. I was doing my live show for my birthday, so when I got off and I looked at it, I wasn't that mad, but if I wasn't doing the show and I was watching the game, I probably would have been mad as a motherfucker, but we still won when you separate the games. But with that being said, on the back-to-back, played Dallas last night. I think they won by 7. I had them with minus 8.5. Fucking bastards. And I think they're going to win tonight. I'm going to take them. I'm not going to bet on this game. And 2, we figured them out in this sense. 1, they won the championship, so teams are going to be gunning for them. 2, last year they had a great ATS. They was smashing the boards. And it's different to be in the hunt and then be hunted. And that's why you hear most champions, that's multiple time champions and athletes that do it at the toppest level. They say the second one is harder than the first one. When you know, the first one, you don't know if you can do it, you think you can do it, and then you do it. Then the second time, you know you can do it, but it's harder than the first time. And that's why, it's only one-time champion. You see Giannis ain't been back yet. Certain players, they got to go to different teams. And Kevin Durant couldn't do it, so he went to Golden State. Then you try to go to Brooklyn, it don't work. Then you go to Phoenix, and it don't work. Then you got to keep chasing. Same thing with LeBron. I got to go get with Bob. I got to go back with Kyrie. It's hard to win a championship unless you Brady, you Patrick Mahomes. Obviously, football is a little more scripted. Anyway, I'm going to go with OKC for the sake of the channel, but I'm going to probably stay off them for a little while, especially making them the play of the day. Probably should have just took Cleveland or took one of the other teams, Golden State. We went 5-1 yesterday. All right, last game on the slate. I didn't want to make this video too long. Last game on the slate, we got the LA Clippers out on the road at Golden State, as we just was talking about. And yesterday, while Golden State was still playing Portland, the spread was minus 1.5. Now they're getting 1.5. So, for instance, if you liked the Clippers yesterday, you say, I'll take the Clippers with the little 1.5, even though that's not much. Now today, the Clippers got to, cover 1.5. And basically, it's a bucket. Whoever wins the game is probably going to win by that. With that being said, not because of the back-to-back Golden State is on. When you go back and you look at the history, Clippers have dominated this series as of late. I think they won the last 6 or 7 games against Golden State. And I'm going to stay with that trend. I won't be surprised if Golden State come out at home, back-to-back games, and win. It's not going to be far-fetched. They got the light-skinned man. They got Jimmy Butler. They got, Draymond Green. I don't think Horford is not going to play tonight. Let me check real quick before I give y'all the locks. Because he's not going to play on back-to-back games. Oh, man, it's the RotoWire. Just had RotoWire. Where the fuck is RotoWire at? My bad. RotoWire NBA. Where we at? Starting lineups. Here we go. Thought I had the page open. All right. Al Horford will play tonight. He's not on the injury report. Bradley Beal is out, but I still like the Clippers. Golden State is one of the oldest teams. I know they got Brzezinski and Kuminga. They got Moody is back. He came back 2 games now. But I'm going with the Clippers. With that being said, we ain't gonna need no theme music because I'm only giving out 2 plays today. Play of the day will be Philadelphia 76ers over the Washington Wizards. That's the play of the day. Matter of fact, 10-15. So I can put that in the chat. 10-15 play of the day. And the other strong pick that I'm going with is the Charlotte Hornets with the 5.5. I think they could maybe win outright. I think it'll be closer than 5.5. So I'm going with Charlotte. Those are my 2 picks. Let me know who you like. Let me know who you taking. Let me know who you think I'm bugging out at. But y'all know who it is. It's your guy, Popovich. Y'all was just tuned in. NBA, picking with Pop. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic. That feeling back up in here. One more again. Yeah, kid. Let's get some money tonight.